These days, there's such a huge variety of wine glasses, different shapes, sizes, and styles for every kind of wine. And honestly, even I get overwhelmed sometimes. I open a glassware shop website and suddenly there is 50 options. It takes me a moment to figure out which glasses goes with what. So if you've ever felt confused too, you're not alone. That's why today I'm going to break it all down. I'll explain how wine glasses actually affect taste and how to pick the right one without overthinking it. Spoiler, it's way easier than it looks. And if you want to learn more about wine without snobbery or strange words, hit subscribe. I'll keep it simple, clear, and useful. Let's start with red wines. Red wines fall into different styles, and each one benefits from a different shape of glass. First up, full-bodied reds like Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Syrah, and Malbec. These are rich, dense wines with strong tannins that dry feeling in your mouth. They need air to soften and open up. The best glass here is the Bordeaux glass. Tall, with wide bowl, it gives wine room to breathe, which smooths the tannins and enhances aroma. Next, elegant aromatic reds like Pinot Noir, Gamay, or even Nebbiolo. Yes, Nebbiolo can be intense, but its floral and red fruit notes really shine in a rounder, wider bowl. This type of glass helps focus on aroma and softens the acidity, making the wine feel smoother. For medium-bodied reds like Zinfandel, Tempranillo, or red blends, the best match is the universal red wine glass. Medium-sized, balanced shaped, it supports both aroma and structure without overdoing either. Here is a quick cheat sheet. The more tannins a red has, the more air it needs. The denser the wine, the bigger the bowl should be, or the wine may feel too heavy. If you don't know this, you're not alone. Give it a like if this already made something click for you. Now, onto white wines. White wines are a bit simpler, but the glass still matters. Like reds, wines fall into styles that benefit from different shapes. Aromatic wines like Sauvignon Blanc, Riesling, Pinot Gris is all about freshness and scent. A narrow bowl helps trap those aromas and keep the wine cool, ideal for crisp, refreshing styles. Richer, textured wines like Oak Chardonnay or Viognier need a bit more room. A slightly wider bowl lets them breathe, softens acidity, and brings out their creamier side. Neutral or blended wines, the quiet middle ground, do best in a universal white wine glass. It preserves flavor, keeps everything balanced, and works for almost any white that isn't too intense. Now let's talk about sparkling wine. This is where glass really matters. For lighter sparkling, like Prosecco or Cava, people usually use flutes, tall, narrow glasses. They keep bubbles going, but they also trap the aroma. That's why sommeliers don't love flutes. They feel like it strangles the wine. For classic non-vintage champagne, a tulip-shaped glass is better, slightly wider, with a gentle taper on the top. It keeps the bubbles alive, but allows aromas to unfold. And if you're opening a vintage or aged champagne, skip the flute entirely. Use a premium white wine glass. It's more spacious and lets the wine breathe, bringing out complex, nutty, toasty notes you'd miss otherwise. Sweet sparkling wines even have their own glasses, but please don't use them for dry champagne. It will ruin the balance completely. And I'm curious, what do you drink your sparkling from? Tell me in the comments, I want to know. Now, what happens when the glass is wrong? It's not just about looking elegant. The wrong glass can actually ruin the wine. Cabernet Sauvignon in a white wine glass, harsh and closed. Pinot Noir in Bordeaux glass, flat and lifeless. Syrah in a flute, having clumsy, no spice or complexity. Aged Chardonnay in narrow tulip, you'll miss the creaminess entirely. Riesling in a red wine glass, too acidic, no elegance. Vintage champagne in flute, you'll get the bubbles, but none of the magic. So yes, the shape of the glass really does matter. It's not about being fancy, it's about helping the wine show its best side. Once you know the basics, you'll notice the difference instantly. If you're just starting to learn, try comparing the same wine in 2 glasses. You'll see what I mean. 1 wine, 2 glasses, completely different experience. If you found this helpful, give it a like. And if you want to keep learning about wine in a fun and no-pressure way, hit that subscribe button. I'm Anya, and I'll see you in the next video.